So as you can tell from the title of this video, this footage you're gonna see is very old. So the reason why I'm posting this is, number one, I'm going to be replacing my computer sometime this year because it's 11 years old and it's getting really slow. And I've just had this video sitting around for the better part of 9 years almost. And the second reason is actually that, if you can't tell from how I look or how I sound, I got like some form of the flu. It was one of the very first videos I ever filmed for my channel because I set up my channel in early March of 2016. So this was probably, if I'm thinking about it, this might have been the second or third video I actually ever filmed, and it never got posted because a few weeks later, when our flea market season started, I got Lindsay, my Girl of the Year 2001 doll. And then I ended up getting Jess in June, so like it just made sense to film it again because I quickly thereafter filming got another doll. So there were 30 dolls in this video that you're gonna see. It stops at my Girl of the Year Grace. So it looks a lot different than what a collection video of current day would look like, where we have 90 something dolls, which we do plan to update, like have an updated 2025 video or 2026 video at some point, but they came out with the Disney Belle doll and Colleen has to have her, so I see no point in filming an updated collection video if she's definitely going to get that Belle at some point. Like, not soon per se, but there's just really no point. So now we're waiting on that. This video is really old. If you've been watching since the beginning, then you'll recognize like my sister's bedroom before we repainted it, because this was in 2016. We redid her room in 2017. I'm gonna sound a little bit different because I was super nervous and I was, you know, talking higher pitched. And I mean, I'm still awkward on camera, but I was really awkward then. And Colleen's not in this video at all. I think in my first like posted collection video, she talks in the background, but I filmed this first collection video when she was at work and I was at home waiting to pick her up. So I spoke on her behalf for all of her dolls. That's because she didn't want to be on the channel originally. She had like no desire to. That didn't come until a little bit later. So yeah, this is some OG OG content here. If you've been watching since the beginning, then you might remember this time. And I also don't sign off with love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life because I didn't film that video for like another few weeks, and that wasn't something I said until after I filmed that video. But I had it on my computer all these years because I just didn't have the heart to delete it. So I hope you enjoy, and I apologize that you're not getting like new content, but hopefully you'll enjoy this anyways and kind of see like the roots of where my channel started, because one of the reasons I started my channel was because I really wanted to talk about American Girls and there just wasn't a lot of interest in them on Flickr, so I figured more people would enjoy seeing my collection on YouTube, so that was one of the reasons I started my YouTube. I hope you enjoy, and there are pictures of all of these dolls on my Flickr, and the thumbnail we had to take present day because I never took a thumbnail back in 2016, so they're going to be wearing clothes in the thumbnail that they weren't wearing in the video. I'm sorry about the continuity issue there. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life. Hey everybody! Today I wanted to show you guys all of my American Girl dolls. My sister and I have 30 altogether. We've been into them since 1996, so what you're going to see here is 20 years of collecting American Girl. There were a few years where we didn't collect dolls at all, so there is kind of a gap between 2006 and 2011. That's when we weren't into dolls. But since we've gotten back into them, we've added, I believe, 10 more to our collection. Pretty crazy, I know. So I'm going to show you guys all of these dolls in the order that we got them. I unfortunately cannot tell you everything that I would love to about each of these dolls because we have so many and this could be a really long video. So I'm going to spare you, but if you are interested in learning more about any particular doll, or you just want to see better pictures of them, I will link my Flickr account below, and if you check out my albums page, I have pictures and detailed descriptions on each doll, so just check that out if you're interested. I also should say that we have a lot of duplicates here, so you might get confused. So without further ado, okay, this is a brief overview of all of our lovely dollies. I'm filming in my sister's room because I just did not have the space in my bedroom to lay them all out like this. So, this is my sister's very first American Girl and her most prized possession, Molly McIntyre. She got her for Christmas in 1996 as sort of like a surprise. She had read Molly's books at school, asked my parents if she could have Molly. They told her no, but they surprised her with Molly for Christmas. She absolutely loves her, and she looks really good considering what my sister put her through. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but she has silver eye in this eye. Pretty common problem, but my sister doesn't mind, so. My first doll was Addie Walker. I have always been an African American doll enthusiast, and Addie was, I think, my first African American doll. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been a Kelly doll. But I wanted her because of her beautiful ethnic hair. I got her for my 6th birthday in 1997. This sadly is not her original head. I had to get it replaced in 2003. To date, she is my only doll that has been to the doll hospital. It's because she balded. Like, Addie's shed really easy, and if you use the wrong kinds of brush, and I used the wig brush on her, but she still balded, so. Just a warning, Addie is probably not good for beginners. So my second doll was this beautiful Samantha doll, Samantha Parkington. I call her Lucas sometimes as like an alternate name because I have other Samantha dolls, but most of the time I call her Samantha. I got her for my 7th birthday, so a year after Addie. She is one of my favorite dolls, always has been, and Samantha is the most iconic American Girl to me. My sister's second doll was this Josephina, who I renamed Isabel, again to distinguish her from my duplicates. She got her as a reward for a good report card back in 1998, I believe, the same year I got Samantha. So 96, 97, 98, 98. My sister gave me this doll some years later because she really only likes collecting Molly and like Emily, so I love her. She actually had a chewed leg. I think it was this one. I can tell when her shoes are off. I left her on my bunk bed one night and my dog chewed her, and for years she had like a chewed toe. But in 2012 I bought her a leg off eBay and fixed it myself. So for Christmas that year, my sister and I got Kirsten and Felicity. They are sister dolls, as we call them. We opened them at the same exact time. They were facing each other. They're very, very close. Felicity was my gift that year in 98, and Kirsten was Colleen's, but she gave me Kirsten. And I love her very much, and you can probably tell she has really, really, really bad silver eye. Like, really bad. Like, that is awful. I will probably get her eyes replaced, but I will miss you while you're gone. So, we did dabble in the Girl of Today's for a little bit. They're not really for us. I mean, we love our dolls, but I don't plan on buying any more. I got Miss Angela, who I think she's GT3, for Christmas 1999. And she's just got blonde hair and blue eyes. She looks a lot like Kirsten. My sister, she was supposed to get this doll when I got Angela, but for whatever reason she delayed, and she got her for her birthday in February 2000, so it was only like really a month after I got her. Her name is Valerie. She is GT16, and she was named after Valerie Tripp. My sister gave me Valerie some time ago, like years and years ago, because she's just, like I said, only into Molly's. So here is one of my favorite dolls of all time, Miss Bitty Baby. She is the gray-eyed, blonde-haired baby. I got her for a good report card in 4th grade when I was 9 years old in 2001, and she is seriously one of my most played with dolls. And I don't know if you can tell, but she's got like really bad, like, I don't know if that's like UV damage, but she's all like yellow, has yellow bands all over. It's really sad, but I love her anyways. So this is my favorite doll of pretty much all 2,500 dolls, like all my Barbies, Bratz, everything. This is my favorite. This is Josephina Montoya by Josephina. She doesn't have an alternate name. She is the Josephina. She was my last birthday gift from my mom, who passed away in 2002, a few days after my birthday, and I had to beg and plead with Mom and Dad to let me get her. And Josephina's stories helped me through so much because she lost her mom and her stories too, and I will always love her, and personality-wise, I'm most like Josephina. So then that Christmas for 2002, I got Amber GT2. I love her, but she was the last girl of the day we added to our collection. I just chose an A name so she would be like Angela, Amber and Angela. She's cute. I love her in this outfit. This is my favorite outfit she's ever worn. So, moving over to row number 2. We got 3 dolls for Christmas 2004. Molly, Kit, and Samantha. So, long story short, we both wanted to replace our childhood Molly and Samantha dolls that you saw before because they had some body problems and my dad tried fixing them and he messed it up. They've since been fixed, but at the time they were in really bad shape and we didn't know how to fix them up right. So, my sister got this Molly and I ordered this Samantha. But then I had a change of heart because I had been thinking about getting Kit. So I cried and somehow my dad found out and so he let me get Kit too and my sister got Molly's trunk because I got Kit. And I love them and we opened Molly and Kit before Christmas, which Dad totally spoiled us. Samantha waited until Christmas. I love her, she is beautiful and I'm so glad I got her too. So then the last 2 dolls that I had growing up were Kia and Marisol. I got them both in 2005. I got her, I think it was like May 11th, 2005. I have it written down somewhere for a good report card. I always wanted Kia. I always wanted a Native American girl doll. She was like a dream come true when she came out, but I kept putting off getting her. I'm so glad I got her as a kid. She was my dad's favorite American girl. I just love her. And then Marisol was the last doll, I think, of all of the types of dolls that we got as kids. I got her for Christmas 2005. I read her books. I bought it at Barnes & Noble. I loved her story and I thought she was so pretty already. And she was my very first Girl of the Year. I don't usually collect the Girl of the Years. I'm more into like just the historicals because you don't have to worry about them being limited. But oh, she is so beautiful. Probably one of the prettiest American girls ever. So the rest of these guys are all adult purchases. And I believe it's $10. If I am not mistaken. Or 14? I don't know. So, this is Keisha. She was my first adult purchase. My dad found her at a flea market for $10, and I just could not say no. She was so scuffed up and beaten up, and I actually had to, like, touch up the paint on her head. It's really shiny looking, but it looks good. I love her very much, and she needed a mommy. So, our next 2 dolls, this Josephina, who I named Rosalita, and this Molly, were both from an indoor flea market. We got them in 2011, I think like a month or 2 after we got her. They were like $35 each, but we bought some other stuff, so we got a deal. It was great. They had like the original outfits. They're probably from like the late 90s or early 2000s, based on like some of their like quality. They're awesome, and it was special getting Josephina and Molly together because they're our 2 favorite historical characters, so love them. Then I got Miss Jelly. She is an older version of my first Bitty baby named Bitty. I got her at a flea market for like $50 because she had a ton of stuff with her. She's kind of funny looking. She has like a little bit of silver eye in here, but she's kind of my boyish looking baby. I love her. She's beautiful, and she was all grody, and I know, I can't resist Bitty baby dolls when they don't have mommies. So this is Bitty baby. And then we have Nellie. Nellie is probably the most important doll in our adult collection because she's what got us back into American Girl. I found her for $25 at a flea market during July 2014. She was like sitting on a table in Samantha's dress, no socks, no underwear, just a pair of shoes. Her hair was a mess. You can see her bangs have been cut. She had Sharpie eyeliner. I had to like go through great lengths to fix her up, but I didn't want to get her head replaced because I like to salvage things. And I got bananas over Nellie, so that's why all of these other dolls happened because of Nellie. So thank you, Nellie. So what ended up happening, I got these guys all in pretty close succession. I was on American Girl's website because Nellie got me that into American Girl that I was looking to shop. I saw that Ivy was retiring. I thought that they were retiring Julie too. And I had wanted Julie since she came out, even though I wasn't collecting dolls at the time. Like, I just thought she was so beautiful. I loved her clothes. Then I realized, no, it's just Ivy. And it kind of made me sad because we had really missed out on the best friend generation because the year they came out and the year after were kind of the years we were growing apart from dolls. And I always wanted like an Asian American girl. It had been something I talked about a lot as a kid. And so I was like, what the heck? I'll just get Ivy. And we were supposed to wait to get Julie, but I know myself. I couldn't wait. I went on eBay and I found this Julie doll for a steal. She had like extra books and pajamas, and she was like barely played with and had all her accessories and her whole meat outfit. And I had a gift card for eBay, so I got her and all that stuff for like $100, which was a really good deal. And that was like including the shipping and tax and all that. I love her. She is like beautiful. She is a goddess. I love Julie, and I'm obsessed with her clothes. Like, I bought her so many clothes. It's shameful. So, moving on to the last little row here. I am running out of breath. This is Isabel Palmer. She is Girl of the Year 2014. I wasn't planning on getting any Girl of the Years because I don't like it when they, have a doll out for a year and you have to kind of like frantically get them all their stuff. But I watched Isabel's movie online one day before Thanksgiving 2014, and I just could really relate to her struggles with like self-confidence and stuff. So that Saturday after Thanksgiving, my sister and I drove out to the American Girl store. It was our second time ever going, and we picked Isabel out. She was kind of like a Christmas gift from my sister, and she is tied with Josephina as my favorite American Girl. She means a lot to me. I've had Josephina a little longer, so I feel like a little more attached to her, but I love and relate to Isabel in the same way. And she kind of looks like I did when I was a kid. Hazel eyes, blonde hair. And I even wore my hair like in those two little like her. Sorry about that. My camera died because the battery was full. The memory card was full, rather. So, I was just talking about Isabel. Next, there are our white-bodied 80s Molly and Samantha dolls. So, during like July 2015, we were on eBay one night, like out of boredom, looking at our new baby stuff, and we started talking about white bodies, and we happened upon this Molly doll while looking on eBay for white body dolls, and my sister fell in love with her. She was in really, really bad condition. Like, her hair was ratty, she was just really dirty looking, really loose. But my sister fell in love with her, and she bought this doll. And I got jealous of her white body doll. So before Molly even came, I ordered the Samantha. She was a really good deal. Like, no one wanted her. She kept getting relisted and relisted. She had like her whole meat outfit, hair ribbon and everything. Even had some of her accessory set. And she was in beautiful condition. Her hair needed some work, but it wasn't terrible. And she was really tight. She was really clean looking. I got her for like $107. That included shipping. Like, she was a really good deal. Molly, not so much. It took me like 10 hours to fix this doll up. No, I had to boil wash her like 3 times. I had to flat iron her like 3 times. Oh, she was a disaster. But this is my sister's second favorite Molly doll. She loves her. She looks a lot like her childhood doll, even though like they're far apart in age. Like, there's just something that embodies the spirit of her childhood Molly. And I love the Samantha. She's so cool looking. She's like way lighter coloring. Like, her hair is lighter, her eyes are lighter. She's beautiful. I love her. I don't really like the white bodies though. Like, they get dirty and they're thinner and just really inconvenient, but still cool, still cool. So then my sister decided that she wanted an Emily doll. Around, like, a little after Thanksgiving, we were watching the Molly movie, and she was all like, oh, maybe I'll buy some clothes, and eventually I'll get an Emily doll one day. And I told her, just get the Emily doll. Why buy the clothes? Get the doll. So, we found Emily on eBay, and she was a really good deal. She was like Julie, like in that similar price range. And she didn't come with any extras, though, but she was barely played with. Really, really good deal. My sister loves her. She thinks she looks like the girl who played Ginny Weasley in the Harry Potter movies, Bonnie Wright. I agree, she does. She does look like Bonnie Wright. She's so cute. My sister always wanted an Emily doll. Like, even before they made an Emily doll, she wanted her. But when they came out with Emily, that was when we weren't into American Girl. So, she kind of was hesitant about getting an Emily doll because she didn't want to have to collect all the stuff. But she is so glad she got her, and she is so cute. So then, shamefully, this Elizabeth doll and this Addie doll also happened around the same time. So, it's going to get a little confusing. My sister ordered this Emily doll. And then, on Cyber Monday, I ordered this Addie doll, who I call a Duke, off the American Girl website. But she came after Elizabeth. That's why Elizabeth's over here. I ordered Elizabeth the same day off eBay on Cyber Monday on eBay. And she arrived a day before. So she arrived on a Thursday, she arrived on a Friday. But the story behind Elizabeth is that I was in love when Elizabeth came out. That was 2005. Felicity had been retired from catalogs back then. She was still available but online, but we didn't have the internet at home. So I was so excited when they brought Felicity back. And I really loved Elizabeth and thought her collection was perfect with Felicity's. But because Marisol was only available for 1 year, I thought, oh, I'll just get Elizabeth next Christmas. Well, that never happened. The irony is that that would have been Christmas 2006. If we had still been into dolls, my sister would have gotten Emily. So we would have gotten Emily and Elizabeth together anyways. So it's really cool that we got them around the same time. Like, we always wanted Elizabeth. We were always saying, oh, no more dolls, but we'll get Elizabeth, we'll get Elizabeth. So we finally got her, and she was a great deal. She had like her Christmas dress, her meat outfit, her accessories. She was in good condition. She was a really good deal. I did really well, and I have like all her clothes, and I did really well on those, so that was great. I always wanted a second Addie doll. I don't know why. The appeal of Addie is great. And my doll over there, you can kind of see, she has like a bit of a thin wig, not bad, but you know, I wanted some new hair to play with. I haven't even taken her hair out yet because I'm just enjoying it in this style. And I thought it was cool, like, that the Be Forever dolls have the different eyebrows. I really wanted to open an Addie new again because I don't remember opening my Addie. I remember opening every other doll like after her for the most part, but not that Addie. So it was really cool. It was really special. And the neat thing is, the reason why I got her when I did, because I was actually going to wait, was because they ran a sale of like 20% off on all of the dolls and like full priced items, and they donated a doll for every doll that you purchased. So I got her, and I got her accessory set too on sale, so it was cheaper to get her and her accessories than it was to get just the doll at full price. So that was really great. I love her. She's beautiful. She looks so different than my childhood doll, but oh, she is gorgeous. I love her. I'm sorry, I could talk about her forever. And then there's Grace Thomas. She was my first American Girl of 2016, and currently my newest. I don't have any like initial plans to get more. I might get Melody Ellison one day, but I have to think about that. I'm kind of late with the new dolls. I like to wait. So the story behind Grace. When Grace came out, I was not happy because Isabel was retiring, and I just told you how much I love Isabel. I was really upset. So I was kind of like, oh, Grace is a dumb idea, cliche, Baker, Paris, blah, blah. But I don't know, she grew on me. Like, I would watch videos and she would be in them, and like, she has like the most amazing blue eyes and like the prettiest eyebrows and freckles and shiny lips and two-toned hair. Like, she's just so unique looking. I just couldn't help but fall in love with her. And I don't know, it was kind of just like this unspoken thing with me and my sister that we both knew I would get a Grace doll one day. And Grace had actually gone on sale at some point, but that was when I was getting Elizabeth and a Duke. But if I hadn't gotten her, I probably would have ended up getting Grace. But it all worked out because I found Grace on eBay in February of 2016 for a really good deal. Like, she was brand new. Like, I actually got her like with her hairnet on and everything. Like, she had literally been untouched. And I paid exactly what I would have paid if I had gotten her from the catalog, like, to have her shipped to the house. So it was great. So I love her. She's really special. And the cool thing is, like, when I read her book, I thought it would be cheesy, but it is probably the best American Girl book I've ever read. It's awesome. And she's actually from the same area of Massachusetts that my sister and I are from. I mean, it's fake where she's from, but like the general, like, where they describe it, which is really cool. So that's special. It was like she was meant to be a part of the collection, and I love her. And now I have 3 Girl of the Years, and she sits with Amber on display, which is nice because Amber needed a friend. So these are all of our American Girl dolls. And like I said, if you want to see more pictures or know more about them, oh, and there's Andy. Check out my Flickr. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a really long video, and I apologize for that, but there was nothing that I could really do. So let me know if there's any other American Girl related videos you wanted to see. And until next time,